Hello everyone, and welcome to Just Albany Reads, and I'm Albany. Thank you so much for watching. As you know, I just changed my name. I felt like I wanted something more like booktube related, and I'm just made a separate channel, Just Albany TV, where whatever I feel like I want to record that's separate from like books, I'll film it on there. But yes, let's just get right into the video. As you may know, if you watch my March TBR, which you should go read that, I picked for the month the genre graphic novels, and what I'm trying to do each month, pick I just pick randomly a book genre and then I read a book in that genre. So graphic novel, I haven't really read pretty much any. I read one, like, and it was like a two booker that I mentioned in that video. And yeah, I want to get more into graphic novels, try some manga. Yeah, they're pretty popular, and I just never gravitate to them. But yeah, I picked it, so I want to give it a try. And as I did my research, I was really getting interested in a lot of these graphic novels and mangas, and I'm like, okay, let me do a video of graphic novels and mangas that I would like to read one day. I ended up picking for my challenge 2 books. I did 1 graphic novel and 1 manga, and I got 2 like book 1 and book 2 of those series. I'm not going to mention them here. I'm going to give a sneak peek in another video, but they're the 2 most popular graphic novel and manga that I pretty much got out of like other YouTubers videos, and even like just like looking up like graphic novels to read, mangas to read, and like those were like always on the list. So I'm excited for that. I ordered them from Thrift Books, and I got like 1, but of course it's book 2 of one of them, and I'm like, I can't even start reading it yet. So I should be getting them in the mail soon, so I can't wait to read them. But yes, let's get into the video. And I'm actually doing graphic novels, mangas, and illustrated books in this. And I'm pretty sure you might have guessed what illustrated book that I would want to read, because it is the most popular in booktube. I can just give you a hint right there. So I'm gonna start off with manga. I'm not a big anime person, so I definitely haven't read any mangas. But I'm gonna give manga a try, and then maybe I might give anime a try. Well, I am gonna give anime a try, but yeah. So for the first manga that I seen like plastered, I don't want to say plastered, but on a lot of booktubers channels that they like, is Orange. I didn't write the name of the author, but I'm putting it right here. And this one is about a girl who receives a letter from her future self letting her know that a friend of hers is going to commit suicide, going to kill himself, and basically begging her to stop it from happening. But she doesn't let herself know who it's going to be, so she kind of has to figure it out and just be there for her friends, I'm assuming. A lot of people said it was really good. It's a thick, hefty manga, and I know it's in 3 parts. A lot of people say they really enjoyed the first one, not so much the second and third, or some people will say they like the first and the second and they don't like the third. But I want to give them all a try. I think the premise is very interesting, and I think it would be cool to see with the pictures along with the story. The second manga is Erased, and I don't know why all the mangas that I've chosen are really sad. I don't know what's up with me, but Erased is about a man who time travels back to when he was like younger, and just reliving or getting to see, you know, his hometown. I think his mother had passed away, so he gets to spend time with his mother again. But it was a girl, and I don't know if he knew her, but a girl in his town who he might have known or might have been friends with was raped and murdered. And I believe he's trying to like figure out how to stop that from happening as well, kind of similar to Orange. But yeah, he's trying to figure out how to stop that using the prior knowledge of what he already knows, being that he's from the future. So yeah, I'm not sure how long that series is, but it is a series, so I do want to try Erased. The next one, which I'm really interested in because I like these type of books, and also like TV shows and movies, which is crazy because anyway, let me say what it is first. It's Battle Royal or Royale, I don't know how you would say that, and it's basically like the Hunger Games, but it came out before the Hunger Games, and a lot of people were like that the Hunger Games author stole the idea from this, but she was like, I never even heard of this, which I could see how possible that could be, but it apparently it is very similar. It's basically a dystopian world with a government that forces, a totalitarian government that forces 9th grade students to basically go to this remote island, and they put like collars on their neck that basically if they don't follow the rules it will blow them up, and they basically have to kill each other, and it's like a reality show, and it sounds just like the Hunger Games. It really does, and it's televised. So yeah, I'm interested in reading that one, and apparently it's like very sad and it was really good. But so now to the graphic novel portion. The first one I have is the Wicked and the Divine series, and it's basically about these 12 gods who get reincarnated basically every 90 years. They can come back on Earth and basically live out to be, you know, the celebrities, the heroes, the whatever, and they're completely celebrated in the world, but in 2 years they're dead again. That's pretty much what I wrote down. So I get it's gonna be interesting, like kind of seeing the Wicked aspect of it and how they take it, because so far like that premise seems interesting, and I kind of see how the gods are in the normal world or reality world or whatever. So I'm interested in that one. The second one that I have in graphic novel is Monstrous series, and it's pretty much about a teenage girl that I believe she's like either half robot or half monster. I think she's like half robot, or she has like robot parts, or like but she can like control or speak to, or has like a psychic link with the monster, and her world it's like a civil war going on between like robots and or it's I don't know, monsters or robots, and then like the human people, and she's trying to help. The art in this one looks really different. I haven't really seen art like that, so I'm interested in seeing how the pictures kind of look, and then also it was a girl on YouTube that just ripped and raved about it, so I'm interested in reading it. The next one I have is Skyward Volume 1, My Love G Life. And this one, just look at the cover. I'm just so happy, like the representation. So this one basically the gravity is a fraction of what we know it to be, and now people can basically fly pretty much and jump and do all types of crazy stuff, but you just have to make sure you don't reach a certain point, or I maybe like might blow up or it might fly away. I don't know. But pretty much it's about a girl who was literally born the day after gravity changed, so that's all she knows. But her father is trying to get gravity to be back to how it was, which is illegal and they could be killed for doing that. So she is in the midst of that with her father. So that seems interesting. So yeah, so I have that. Then I have Paper Girls, and this is like set in like the 1988. The picture, this is the most, I think, colorful one that I picked. I don't know, I was kind of very dreary when I was picking these, or maybe just all the good ones are kind of dreary, I don't know. But this one and I think Skyward were like a little bit more colorful, but this one in particular, Paper Girls, and I'm a colorful person, like I like color, but I guess sometimes color can get a little too like really young for me. So yeah, I guess it just depends on like the artist and how they do it. But this one looks nice and I feel like I would like looking at the pictures. But anyway, it's about a group of girls, like 4 girls. They're 12 years old and they do paper runs. They deliver the paper and they stumble across a huge story, and the most important story, I guess, is of all time, and it's right after Halloween. So it's gonna be some type of mystery, and I haven't gotten to mystery in a while, so I'm interested in reading a graphic novel that has like mystery and pictures, and like it's gonna probably like have some like Nancy Drew-esque to it. So yeah. And then the next one is Lock and Key, and I do know who this is by. This is by Owen King, and like of course not the author, or Joe Hill, whatever he put as his name for this one. But this one I really want to get into because I didn't realize that Lock and Key, the Netflix series, is based off of this graphic novel. And it's basically about a key house that has a key house that's basically a mansion, and it has all these different rooms, and each room has some type of fantastical, scary aspect to it lurking behind it, and if you open the door then you're sucked into it. And yeah, so it transforms whoever walks in there. Interesting. I've seen like clips from Netflix of when it like pops up and you know it like forces you to watch the trailer, and it kind of looked really spooky, and I was going to get to it, but then when I realized that it's a graphic novel, so I'm like, okay, I'm gonna read some of the graphic novels before I watch the show. And I think that would be interesting to talk about, like how did I think of the graphic novel compared to the TV show. So yeah. And then the next one, Afar, which is a standalone graphic novel, but like I came across it in like someone's YouTube. I only heard it on her channel, and she liked it. She didn't think it was like the best, but she did like it, and I just did want to give it a try. I think that the artwork looks really nice. But it's basically about a girl that develops the ability to astral project into other worlds, and while she's in another world, she basically one of the bodies that she was in gets hurt, and she keeps trying to go back to that particular person and trying to see if they're okay, or to figure out that little issue that had happened. But back home, her brother got into some problems with like some mobsters, and then like he's on the run, so she's on the run. She's trying to help them, and their parents aren't around. So it's a lot going on, and I think that that was the reason why that the girl didn't really care for it. But I still want to give it a try. I don't know why. I just feel like maybe I might look at it differently and I might like it. I don't know. And plus, I don't know much about graphic novels anyway, so I don't know. I thought the premise of it sounds amazing. It does sound like it has a lot going on, but the picture just looks nice. Some of the pictures, I don't know. The next one is another well, this is a graphic novel adaptation of 2 books, and I want to read both of the books. I'm like, dang, I really want to read the graphic novel. Can I read them both at the same time? Can you do that? No, I should read the original book and then read the graphic novel. Like, it'll be cute, like on a nice bookshelf. One day I'm gonna have a bookshelf behind me, but it'll be cute. But I'm getting besides the point. But the 2 books are by Octavia Butler, and the first one is Kindred and Parable of the Sower, and these were adapted into graphic novels, and they look amazing. And I believe they're both kind of like sci-fi-esque. Kindred is when a girl is transported back into this like slave time, and then Parable of the Sower is about like something's going on in like Earth, and like this girl has like a new like belief system and something about aliens. I don't know. So they're both, I think, can't remember if Kendrick or Parable of the Sower was like the first like sci-fi that a black person, but a book by a black person. I can't remember which one it was. But anyway, I haven't read either of these books by Octavia Butler, so I'm interested in also reading those, but also reading these 2 graphic novels. And so the last book that I have here, which is actually an illustration, and I mean, is illustration books basically kind of like graphic novels too? I mean, isn't that basically an adaptation of graphic novel? I don't know what's the difference, but I want to read Harry Potter, Harry Potter and the illustration editions of the books, and I believe that the first 3 books have been adapted, and coincidentally I've read the first 3 books. I haven't read the last 2, so I have enough time to read those before the illustrations come out. But we're just gonna slide past that. I haven't finished reading Harry Potter and talk about that on a later day. Anywho, I do want to get those and just kind of see a different, I really just want it on my bookshelf, but also just see a different perspective of how things might have looked. And I think it'll just be cool to read Harry Potter in that type of book form. So yeah, those are the graphic novels, mangas, and illustrations, book illustrations that I want to read and one day have in my collection. Please let me know if you're interested in graphic novels, mangas, stuff like that, and what you think based off of what you can kind of see what I'm kind of into, like what you think that I might like. And I really narrowed down this selection of books because I didn't want this video to be long. There were a lot more that I was like, okay, this seems interesting, and I need to add them to my Goodreads so I don't forget. But like, please leave me some suggestions and I might give them a try, because I might get into graphic novels. Who knows? I might. It's sounding like I'm getting into graphic novels. So yeah. I say so yeah a lot. How rude. But thank you so much for watching. My ring light just cut off on me. I didn't even know they could do that. But thank you so much for watching. Stay tuned for the next video. Toodaloo.